I think the most important message to every parent is how the kids are actually designed. Children have a vulnerable neck that is not developed until after a couple of years. It's simply not strong. So the smallest children, they need to go rearward facing. And we need to communicate this message to everybody so they understand the importance of having their children rearward facing. Because if they end up in a high severity frontal impact, it's a question of life or death. Sweden is unique in the area of child safety. It all started here. So we have more than 50 years experience of child safety in cars. We invented the first rearward facing child seat. We were the inventors of the booster seats. We have together in Sweden working cross-functional authorities, industry, researchers with the one voice emphasize the best protection for the child. We've been doing so since the late 60s. So based on that experience, we know that children are best protected rearward facing. We now see actually globally that the other countries are following our example and keeping the kids rearward facing for longer. So we're moving towards a more safe world for kids in cars. The smallest children, they do need a child seat. You usually start with a baby seat. Position it in the car and they can stay in that one about up to almost a year old. Then you transform into a so-called child seat where they have their own harness and the child seat is attached to the vehicle. For best protection, they need to go rearward facing in those seats. But for simplicity for the parents, it's easier to say go rearward facing up to 4 and then go forward facing. That applies for children up to 4, simply because their neck is too weak. If we say 4, we have the margin that actually children look different. They could be different in height, different in distribution of body parts, different sizes of their head. When the children are 4 years of age, about, they have enough size and strength to actually be forward facing using the vehicle restraints, the adult 3-point belt, but need an adapter, a booster that raises them into position so the belt is positioned on the strong parts of the child. The children should stay in boosters up to about 140 centimeters, 10 years of age, depending on the design of the car. Volvo Safety Vision stating that no one should be seriously injured or killed in a new Volvo emphasizes the importance that everybody counts. So everybody's needs need to be addressed. We know that children have specific needs. We know that they need to be restrained according to their needs. And the way to address the vision is to make sure that we can get the children into their restraints so that they will be protected.